Hey Rockstars, Don Nugent. Want to give you a quick video on how to make sure your DocuSign is set up correctly in Command and over in your DocuSign profile section itself. So let's kind of jump out over here to our Command. And when we're in the Command, we want to make sure that we have gone into our drop down up at the top where our name is. And we want to go down into Settings. In the settings, we're going to check and make sure that our DocuSign is connected to Command so that when we actually go over here into an opportunity and we do a start a transaction from the opportunity, that it's going to go over there and sync up and create our room in DocuSign, just like we did when we were using .loop. So you want to make sure there that this is showing connected, that your current status for DocuSign is connected to your email address. If it's not, you'll want to click on Connect right here. And when you click on Connect, then it will pop you up a window that will allow you to put in your email address and your username. So if you're using your KW email address, you'd put in your KW email address, your password that you're going to use for there, and click Connect. And then it will go out and set you up. It will create from inside of Command a DocuSign account that will link your DocuSign account to your Keller Williams Command profile in here. And so if you've already had a previous DocuSign account, then you can go in here and put in your password, your username and your password, and if you have a problem connecting, if it's not telling you that your password's not recognized or something and you need to reset password, then you'll need to click on the question mark up here at the top and go to chat with support and tell them that you had a previous DocuSign account and that you need to reset your password so you can connect it up with your Command account. If you've been hired in the last probably 2, 3, maybe 4 years, Scott Leroy Marketing set all the agents up with this over the last few years. So you can look at your Scott Leroy Marketing profile, email that he was sent, and you can click on Connect, and it will give you the the email address and the password that was connected back at that point, which would probably still be your password for your connecting into Command, unless you've made a change or something in there. If you run into problems with those, let me know, or we can get with Scott Leroy Marketing, or we can get with support here at Chats with Support to do that. But most of you will be able to just connect in here, add your email address in here and your username, and then you'll want to come back in here after you're through and go back down to the settings and in here and look and make sure that it shows connected current status here. Once you do that, then we'll want to log over here and go into DocuSign. I'm going to have to get used to saying that. And so how to do that, I want to go directly into it. I'm going to type in realestate.docusign.com. realestate.docusign.com. So once I do realestate.docusign.com, it's going to ask me for my username, which is my email address that I just set up over in Command. And it's going to ask me for my password that I have set there. And when I do, it's going to log me into my DocuSign room profile that's actually connected with Keller Williams. And you'll know up here at the top right-hand side, it'll show Keller Williams right here. So then we know that we're connected into the KW system. So we know that we're linked between our KW command system and our DocuSign room is all connected internally between the two. So I want to make sure I'm in my DocuSign rooms. There is a switch to e-signature down here or switch to rooms. If you're not showing the DocuSign rooms, you'll want to click down here, and you might accidentally have logged on or clicked on this by mistake. If you get over in here and not sure where you're at to set up your profiles and so forth, and when this loads up, I'll show you that. And so I could actually be over here in my DocuSign e-signature section that we'll talk about in the future. But I want to make sure I am down here, and I want to go to make sure I'm in the rooms. And you should automatically be logged in right here to the dashboard of your DocuSign rooms. But just in case you accidentally click on that, I want to show you how to get back there. All right, so then I want to go down here and click on my picture, and it would have my initials. If I've not updated my information here, it would say DN. I want to go to Preferences. When I'm in Preferences, this is my profile section, and I need to fill out all of these tabs in here. I need to fill out the profile information here. I need to go down and put my contact information, set up what notifications how I want to receive notifications. I typically say turn everything on, and we can turn things off if we're getting too much notification. Your inbox details, we'll talk about that here in the near future. But importantly, we need to go into integrations. In integrations, we need to make sure that we are set up for a provider here of the National Association of Realtors. Mine is already connected, so if you see when I click on this, you can see that I'm connected through my NERDS number, and it's been validated, and I made my connection. Okay, so what you need to do is if you're not connected here, which you probably won't be if this is your first time in here, I need to click on Add a Provider. I want to click on the National Association of Realtors icon that's here. Mine is grayed out, so I can't click on it, but you would click on the National Association of Realtors icon. And then it would bring you 3 questions that you need to ask in a pop-up box. The first one, it would ask what your NERDS number is. The second one would be your last name, and the third one would be the association that you want to be associated with. And what you need to put in that association is going to be the Tennessee Association of Realtors. But let's start at the top. If we got the top one, the NERDS number, if I knew my NERDS number, I would manually enter it in, put my last name, and then select Tennessee Association of Realtors from that list. If I don't know my NERDS number, there will be a blue hyperlink there that I can click on it that will take me to a lookup screen so I can look up my NERDS number and be able to retrieve it to enter into my NERDS number field there. All right, so once I've got my NERDS number and enter it in, I would enter my NERDS number, my last name, and then unfortunately they're not in alphabetical order, or there's not a search for finding the association, so you just have to scroll through that list until you find the Tennessee Association of Realtors. Once you find that, you would click on it and you would connect, and when it does, it's going to do this and connect you to the National Association of Realtors in here through the Tennessee Association of Realtors. What that allows you to do is when I'm in command, this allows me to connect my DocuSign room over here with my Keller Williams DocuSign, my command with my Keller Williams DocuSign room. And I may get over in here into my rooms, and when I get in there, I may not have access to any forms because I've not set up my NERDS number to be able to access those forms. So that's why it's extremely important that I set up everything in my command side, and that I come back over here, go into my initials or my photo at the top, go down into Preferences, and when I'm in Preferences here, make sure we do the most important section in here is the bottom one, is Integrations, and then that will connect you to the National Association of Realtors, and then that will give you access to the forms. So your forms are moved in because of the association of command, and then you get those forms in order to be able to fill it out is validated through your association with the Tennessee Association of Realtors. So if you have any questions, give me a shout. It's one of the easiest things to do here for additional help or support is click on this little question mark at the top in command, do on chat with support, and then ask them your question when making this connection. They can go behind the scenes and help you get that connected up, maybe even send you a link to reset your password if need be. Or you can contact Scott Leroy Marketing at support@scottleroymarketing.com. If you have any questions, give me a shout. Look forward to getting this transitioned over to DocuSign and out selling property and making some money. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions, again, give me a shout.